Tally! Hey! We are gonna be such best friends. How about you come to my quarters later and we can braid each other's hair? Oh. Oh. Oh! 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 No, we can try like hand lotion. Oh. Yeah. Ooh! We can go to the mall and then we can look for swimsuit. Or we could just talk.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Designed it myself. Really? No.
The Normandy's prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the get.
Gosh, ships are your most valuable resource. You know what my most valuable resource is? My mind. Except when I was in college and then it was my boobs. Best resource ever.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Not to mention purses and shoes. Can't make those on your own. I mean, you know, not the sort of decent quality.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Yeah, well, Rex in the other room has an entire species that's dying from lack of childbirth due to a disease that's causing them to have stillbirths on a genetic level. So, why don't you go whine to him? Oh no, I have to live on a ship, but at least my babies survive. I'm sorry, I'm being insensitive.
What kind of farms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too big.
You just hear Rex crying in the other room.
The rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
At least you can have kids.
Population decline. Incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births.
Shut up!
Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
I just picture like Tally and Rex. And Rex is just crying. And just I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Okay.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Well, they were machines when you created them. Aren't they still machines? Am I missing something here?
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI.
Oh, like Ewoks.
Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
Okay.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Huh?
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers.
Just like the Ewoks.
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us.
Just
so
like
we
the
acted
Ewoks!
first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
God damn Ewoks. I tell you, the Emperor improves their homes, gives them central heating, plumbing. How do they respond? Blow up frickin' Death Star. I know where you're coming from, Tally. I feel you. Let's go with this one.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
That's a lot of assumptions there.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
And that's why they followed us out of the Perseus Veil and tried to obliterate us all for the past 300 years. Oh, wait. Oh, no, they haven't. Oh. Yeah, this doesn't cause pause for thought? No? Not even a
I want to
little?
know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving
You
the
go to
children
Mecca?
and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I went through something like that. One time my mom got mad at me and because I'd forgotten to get some groceries, and she kicked me out of the house, and she said I couldn't come back until I had found some milk. I found the milk, and that, so it's not quite the same, but it's a little bit like the same.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift.
They reduce your
It's not
eyesight?
the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Aha. Like 2% milk instead of just regular.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Leaving.
I should go.
See you later.
Bye, Tali. You best friend. By the way, yes, I went through all those conversation topics because it got me 124 XP. Sweet. Alright, oh, and I already did talk to this guy and sold some stuff. Ooh, I bought some new armor, too. Look, check it out, check it out. I got new armor. Oh, wait, actually, I gotta go to equipment, don't I? Yeah! Look at that. Much better than what I had before. Booyah. Oh, actually, I have to sell what I had before, don't I? Yeah, that might be nice. Let's sell stuff.
Looking for supplies?
Yes, I am,
Let's see what
actually.
you got.
You bet, Commander.
You know why? Because I need this baby. This baby right here. Damage. Accuracy rating. So good. Alright, sell. Accept. Okay. Now, let's go upstairs. We'll talk to Caden and the Doc and Joker and Presley. And then we'll go do some side quests. Methinks. Loading. Loading goo, loading goo. Alright. Hey, Chekwas!
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Backaches? Foot
Severe
sores?
mental disabilities,
Oh.
insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
That's not a complication. Those are more than complications. What word is more severe than complication? Oh well.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Sweet. Give me that sweet, sweet XP. Do I get anything? No, I already claimed that out. Hell on go.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Yeah, we were.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Oh, I didn't get any XP for that. Damn you, Caden, you give me my XP. Starts like shaking him. Give me my experience. Commander, what are you talking about? Please let go of me.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Huh?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I'll
Yeah.
decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Damn right, know your place, Baldy.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
Damn, I sounded
I
so
guess
cool.
so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Shepard's like, hell yeah, I said something cool.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
Yeah, well, I did have a paperclip. I'm just saying. So it wasn't just me. It was mostly me, but you know.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Bye, Baldy.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, I got Renegade and Paragon. Alright, let's go talk to Joker.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle
Oh, we do. She's right back there.
Balance isn't what you'd expect.
By the way, she's replacing you.
That oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and the power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Oh, this is going to make this awkward, because actually, see, that ensign over there is going to be the pilot from now on. But, hey, we got potatoes you can peel. Wink, wink.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you?
What?
I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain.
I don't do those.
You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Joker, please. Do you think I really care enough to do background checks on people? I am way too lazy. Let's do that.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow. Too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Uh-huh.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I don't know. Okay, I give up. Who? Oh, you. Okay, I get it.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Sweet. Got all the XPs I can. So how close am I to another level? Not close at all. Adrenaline rush, where art thou? Not adrenaline rush, immunity, I mean. Excuse me. Which reminds me. Okay, so I have a adrenaline rush burst, right? And the first immunity lasts 10 seconds. Well, that's a poop stick. Alright, but if I get immunity and barrier, I have advanced barrier, which lasts 16.5 seconds, and an adrenaline burst, which means that I have at least 20 some odd seconds of highly good protection. It's not bad. Let's go do some. What's this? Alrighty. Oh yeah, this was the biotic compound. Ooh, do I have enough? What's the word I'm looking for? Paragon. Oh, I think I do. Okay, let's do that one first because that involves no combat. Ha ha ha! Father Kyle, here I come. I believe I can get through that without firing a single shot. And that's good, because I need to level up as much as possible. I'm taking Rex and Tali. One thing I wanted to point out, especially Clumsy if you're watching, a really cool thing, and anyone else who didn't know. This is Clindigan. And in Mass Effect 2, I'm pretty sure you've already gotten to that part, but there's the Elusive Man mentions Clindigan, that there's a giant rift that was made by some ancient superweapon that took out a Reaper, and this is that rift he's talking about. So this thing right here is a giant hole, gouge in the side of a planet made by some sort of crazy superweapon. Isn't that neat? Okay, I just thought it was an interesting thing that they added that into the game. Okay, so let's go here first. Da 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 da. Whee! Ooh, ooh, question mark. I love question marks. Question marks equal experience. Yay. I hope I don't die. You know, I have someone left a comment, don't do Ironman Mass Effect, you'll die so many times. Well, I would like to point out I am like 5 or 6 hours into this game and haven't died yet. Now, does that mean I won't die in the next 15 minutes? No, of course not. But hey, it's something, right? Let's be honest though, I barely started this game. Hello. What are you? What? Shepard, are we gonna... What's wrong with the Mako? We're just sitting here. Whee! Everyone out. That was awesome. Begin manual override. Alright, I need to save up as much money as I can to get that sniper rifle. Because I feel if I can get that sniper rifle early, I won't have to spend as many points into sniper rifles because the accuracy will be so amazing. I also really would love to do Bring Down the Sky. Because when I complete that, I will get a nifty heavy armor. Unfortunately, Bring Down the Sky is problematic to get working. I will do my best, but I won't be able to get it done today. Whee! Da, 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 da. Okay. Wandering around the planets. I'm not gonna just like land on every planet I can and find every mineral and then stuff and other stuff, because honestly that'll get me like what, maybe 1 extra level, maybe 2, probably just 1, and that is a lot of effort. So I will go explore everything on the planets I land on for whatever reason, but I'm not gonna go land on every planet just to do that. I am not that dedicated. Go! Ooh, barely made it. Oh. Hello. Yep. Okay, map. Let's go check out the debris. Do 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 do. Whee! Yeah, so how about them Cowboys? Actually, no, they're doing amazingly well for a team that's been so decimated by injuries. It's quite fascinating to watch them. You know, if you're into that kind of thing, which I am, believe it or not. Never been much of a basketball or baseball guy or anything, but I do love me some American football. Oh no! Oh no! Oh well. Alright, let's go to the biotic compound. I'm coming for you, Father Kyle. Whoa, 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 whoa! Just everyone, whoa! Whoa. Huh? What's this? Here it is. No, this isn't it. Am I even in the right spot? Yeah, okay, I am. Good. What's going on? Oh, hey, look, something to survey.
Redeploying.
Go! Sweet! Give me that cash.
Got it.
You guys want some cookies?
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
I got
Father
Thin
Kyle
Mints.
wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I'm here to help.
I want this to end peacefully. So if he doesn't see me, people can get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
Yay!
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you.
Yeah.
Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Start talking about people getting murdered up in here and they're much more agreeable.